Good morning, dear student. This is the first video of chapter number 2, that is Introduction to Access. Let's start with the first topic, that is database and database management system. So first of all we have to know about what is database. So a database is a collection of data or the list arranged in an organized way. Means that database is the collection of the data and the list that are arranged in an organized way. Another term is the database management system. ठीक है. Then DBMS, the abbreviation of the DBMS is database management system, and DBMS is an application program that is used to enter, organize and select the data in the database. Means when we are creating a database, then we collect the data and put in a organized way, but the management of the data is done by our application software that is known as the database management system. It acts as a communication link between the user and the database. Means that database management system DBMS acts as a communication link between the us and the database. What are the advantages of the using DBMS? DBMS reduce the problem of keeping the duplicate record. When we manually put the records, then there are many times that we keep each data at many places. So due to this there is a loss of the memory, but due to use of the DBMS, it reduces the problem of keeping the duplicate records. There are less chances of error. By using the DBMS, the chances of the error will be reduced. Records are more complete and consistent. The datas and the records are more complete and the consistent. Data can be shared through the DBMS. We can share the data. Unauthorized use can be controlled. The unwanted access can be controlled by the DBMS. Next point is the disadvantages of the using DBMS. It is a complex to understand. Means that anyone cannot, the one who is not in proper trend of the DBMS software users, then it is used to it is complex. Some application of the DBMS are very slow. Some of the types of DBMS that are very slow in working. It is expensive and occupies a large storage space in the hard disk. If we use the DBMS, then we have to use the larger amount of the hard disk, to, because the DBMS stores the large amount of the data. So, and due to this, it is very expensive. These are the database objects. Now we have to learn about the database object. When we are creating the database, it means that we are creating a table. A table is the basic building block of the database. Means that if we have to create the database, then we have to make a column, row, and the intersection of row and columns are called the tables. Okay. Here is an example of the table. So there is a 1 2 3 4 columns naming serial number, name, address, telephone numbers. These columns are known as the fields, and the row serial number, that's 1 2 3 4 5 are known as the records. Database objects, there are three types. Mainly there are many types of objects, but we have to use the three types of the objects. Database objects are the additional elements of the database that can store, display and the print data. Means that the database objects can store the data, display the data and the print the data. There are three categories classified in these forms. A form is an interface used for viewing, the adding, deleting and modifying the data. Queries, a query is a question asked from the database. Report are used to view and summarize the data in the desired format. Next, in this chapter we will discuss about the one type of the software, that is DBMS, that is MS Access 2010. That means that Microsoft Access 2010 is the most commonly used general purpose DBMS on a window based computer. MS Access is also called RDMS. It means that Relational Database Management System. Means that it relates the one column to another column of the database to each other. So it is called a Relational Database Management System. It is used by the individuals and small business organizations because through the MS Access 2010 we can store the data, add the data, modify the data, delete the data, generate a query about the data, and also produce reports to view the data. Through if we have to open the MS Access 2010, we have to go the start button. After that we have to go in all programs. After that we go to the MS Office because MS Access 2010 the office suite, one of the part of the office suite. So we have to go in the MS Office, where MS Office we click to open the, there are so many options of the MS Access of product of the MS Office. One of the, we have to choose the MS Access 2010. So after clicking on the MS Access 2010 we get this window. Here we see that the we go first in the file. We first go in the file, that is here. Click on the file tab. After the file tab we click the bar is open in which a new, if we click on the new, then this windows is open where a blank database is seen here. We have to click on the blank database. After that blank database, click it. Here is a create. Then we have to create, or we have to put the database name in the file name. After doing this, when we click on the create, the new window will appear like this. Here is a navigation pane. In this all the objects are in desired. These objects are the table, forms, reports, queries, macros, and the modules. They are numbered in the 6. So I hope that all of you understand it. In next video we talk about some more points about the MS Access 2010. Thank you.